Such Vidiocy. Hello and welcome to Vidiocy. It is Matty along with
Dylan.
And this is Strider, one of my favorite NES games. Now it's a bit different from the versions in the arcade and on the Sega Genesis, and while I really like those games, this is my favorite version of Strider. The Striders. They are the toughest group of people who execute acts such as infiltration, abduction, explosion, instigation, etc. Now let's meet our team, featuring Lady J from G.I. Joe. No, actually it's Sheena.
Yeah.
Next up, looking like he's holding an old-style musket.
Kane.
You know you're committed to doing his voice now. And here's our main man, the main protagonist. Looking like one of the Crimson Twins from G.I. Joe, but with shorter hair. In fact, I used to use one of my Crimson Twin figures from G.I. Joe to be my Strider stand-in, because they didn't really make figures from this game. There is actually a Hiryu figure from the Marvel vs. Capcom series, you know, where you got your Mega Man figure and your first War Machine action figure. But I never did get that one, and that was when I was a little older. So when I was a kid, I would use my Crimson Twin, and one of the Cobra Law soldiers from G.I. Joe had this bladed weapon that had kind of this arcing blade, and while the Cypher in this game, the main weapon, is sort of a straight blade with just a wider end, when you swing it, it's got that fanning motion that makes it look like it's much wider, so I thought that made a pretty reasonable stand-in. There you see Hiryu with his Cypher, getting ready to slam it into himself. Actually, I'm assuming he's sheathing it, but you don't see it coming out the other side, so I guess either way, that didn't make much sense.
Actually, a weird thing to sheath with that thicker end.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get this thing started. This is basically an action platform with some very light RPG elements, and actually a decent little story, which is going to begin right now. Who are you? There's only one reason I asked you to come for. Kane was captured by the enemy. Since they once knew who he is, rescuing him is meaningless. Kill him. That's your mission. I don't know why I went with that accent, but I need to someplace to kill Kane. I can't do it. The first thing is to find him. The second thing is to figure out why I'm speaking to this video screen. Alright, let's transfer down. You transfer down from your base you saw in the opening there, the Blue Dragon. We can only go one place right now, so that's where we're heading. But I really like the aesthetic of this game. I always thought all of the Striders and the enemies, and again, sets like the Blue Dragon right there, would make awesome play sets and action figures. But we never got them, so we just had to make do. Now, one thing I will say about this game, as much as I like it, as much as I love the aesthetic and whatnot, it is a little wonky when it comes to the hit detection and the jumping especially, to the point that if the game were any more difficult than it is, it might be completely broken. But since it's not too difficult, I don't mind. And plus, like I say, I really like the aesthetic and the story of the game. Some people might not like it at all because of the controls, and I can completely understand that because it can get very frustrating. Like there, where you go to jump and you just hit an invisible wall, basically, and I have to bounce on these spikes because there's no way to jump over them.
Climb up
and I got energy refill instead of health refill.
Yeah.
Now, really quickly, I grab my file. And in just a minute, lightning's going to strike. For no apparent reason. Another interesting thing about this game is the fact that your health is refilled through pills. Which, I could definitely see that being an aspect of certain modern games, but something like this is supposed to be, you know, more of a family console like the NES was back in the day. I'm not sure you're going to see that in many Switch games, is what I'm saying. See, there's that crazy jumping. I jumped way higher than I expected to, but sometimes you're going to jump way short of what you expect.
Yeah.
And like I say, if the game were much more difficult, it would probably be game-breaking, but since the difficulty is not that high, you pretty much get by. And like I said, I think it's a really fun, cool game. It's a Capcom game, so you would expect it to be good, and I think it is, but it's definitely got issues. But again, not so much that the game's unenjoyable, at least for me. I would literally put it, probably in my top 10 NES games. Hey, I didn't get an enemy there. That was interesting. There should have been one of those purple guards that dropped down, but I guess because that other enemy was there, they didn't. Please wait! A king is up there, and the commander has the key! You'll find it if you analyze this! Please let me go!
Now, you may think him saying AK is a mistranslation, but it's clearly correct because they are Class A Striders.
I just got the second file that I had to jump for.
I'm totally not making up an excuse.
Okay, here we go. See, that guy should have dropped down there, but and see, they'll just keep dropping too if you let them. So I was surprised one didn't come out there. See, even like these grunts here with the green suits and the blade, they look super cool to me. I think they would have made great action figures.
I can't really close the door on them. They just turn around and go like, oh, whoop.
And now that I've
Do that.
leveled up, you see I can do the slide. Which
I
for the
could not do
record,
that before.
which for the record, Ryu had it before Mega Man, at least in the
Yeah.
States. Later on, I'm going to get the attack boots, and then I'll actually be able to slide into enemies and do damage.
Hey, Mega Man had that, like Mega Man 4.
Really?
Or 5.
I think it was later than 4. 4, he got the charge beam.
No, I mean, the weapon, the charge slide.
I don't think it was in Mega Man 4. It might have been.
You get it from the train, dude.
I don't think that was 4. Maybe it was. Another thing about this is the AI of the enemies is not quite consistent. And look, there's just not an enemy there like there should be. Sometimes enemies aren't there when you expect them to be. Sometimes they jump or run forward when you're expecting the other. So it can be a little annoying, especially if you haven't played it before. Or if you played it a lot and expect a certain thing. But I guess if you played enough, you learn to not expect those things. Alright, let's analyze our files now that we're back on the Blue Dragon. Number 1. What have you got to tell us? I mean, I know. I know. Oh, I know. I'm Ryuzaki, a strider. I left my attack boots in China. Please find them.
We will not be returned.
Alright, bro. You don't know what happens post-game. Alright, let's analyze your second file, then we can get a little more story. File 2, analyzed. Base Commander, it's me! I'll go to Egypt via Phantom Train. Don't lose the prisoner!
I was Mega Man 5.
Alright. Now, you get bits of story during the game, but if you want to fill in the rest of the gaps in story, you have to get your password.
One of the best.
And then once you get your password, you continue into the next story, and you'll get a little bit more of the story. Train, desert, and pyramid. You'll find a clue somewhere. Can you find out Aqua Boots and meet the enemy commander? Find it out. Yeah, I didn't misread that. Coming, next scene, the mystery of pyramid.
The mystery of pyramid, not the mystery of the pyramid.
Yep. Now, the only problem with this is it's going to take me back to the title screen, but I can just continue where I left off.
Well, you want to know the best way to get more of the story?
Huh.
Read the manga.
Alright. There's actually a pretty key story point in those next story parts that... I mean, it doesn't change your enjoyment of the game. Hey, how you like the Phantom Train? Obviously, that looked pretty cool for the NES.
Yeah, but why'd we land on a train if we went down from the space station?
I'm guessing maybe we needed to disable the train. Why did you turn around, Ryu? Were you just trying to show off your back tattoo?
Look at this tattoo. I
Give me
spent a
that
lot
pill.
of money on it. I need to show it off.
So here's the... I mean, take it out. And again, it's not very difficult. It only takes a few hits.
So does he always wear the ninja tank top? What if he has to do missions in the winter? Does he wear warmer clothing?
I don't know.
Look, I need to know this stuff.
And what does it look like in the PlayStation version?
Pretty sure he wears the same thing. And he's in a cool
Alright, hold on.
doing
Gotta
that,
jump so I can... Yes, I missed it.
Guess he wears that all the time.
Second one, avoided.
And technically that's the arcade continuity. It's actually like a retelling of the arcade.
Oh!
First one.
Dude, I'm almost dead. I hope I don't land on these spikes. I like these little transfer tubes here. They remind me of in Mega Man when you're doing the section of Wily's Castle where you fight all the robot masters. What's that dude doing down there?
Yeah,
He's not supposed to be in the door.
he's hiding in the... Man, you can kill like every enemy in one hit.
This is far from a perfect game. Oh, dude, I didn't get a pill from that guy.
I mean, to be fair, the Cypher can slash do things like concrete, like it was a wooden plank. Oh, wait,
Let's
no, that's
see.
ceramic.
Oh, and I almost put off the triangle jump first time. Although sometimes triangle jump might be more accurate. No, bro.
Okay. But they can slash do concrete with these.
You saw me having trouble jumping up there like I was hitting a ceiling or something.
Yeah. I guess it's fair that you murder most enemies easily.
See, it seems like sometimes if you're pressing left or right while you jump, or at the wrong time while you jump, it prevents you from getting much height on your jump, but I don't really know what the issue is. Okay, spikes, avoided.
Okay, who put the skulls in the background?
Boots. If we're in a pyramid, they're probably like old pharaohs and their servants and stuff. See? Pharaoh, servant.
Wait, how do you tell the different...
Alright, hold on. I gotta... Shush. I gotta make this jump. Wait. Can I even jump from here? Oh, no, it's from here. Okay. Yeah, that didn't make sense. Alright. Don't want to have to go all the way back around. You ready?
Oh my god!
So close. Yep, now we got a little bit of a truck ahead of us.
For the pharaohs, the ones with the skull missing, or the ones with the...
No, they probably wouldn't be great with their servants. They'd be in a separate chamber. I was just making a joke.
That looks painful.
Looks convenient, though.
Yeah, but you're going at high speeds, then a bop hit your head, bop hit
You don't know what it's like inside there.
Looks very painful to me.
Phil? Nope. I need my fix, man. Come on. Thank you.
You have to drop it in that salt there.
I was trying to power pose. I was doing my He-Man impression, or She-Ra impression.
He-Man!
Take your
And the
pick.
Masters of the Universe! He-Man is cooler. He has Skeletor.
Yeah, oh, that's my fires.
Nah, it's Skeletor too. That's both of them.
Yeah, look at my cipher just cutting through this stuff. Cutting through like it was really hard butter. I mean, it did take a few whacks there. Alright, let's see. If I didn't have the aqua boots, I couldn't do this. I would just sink down in the water and all my hit points would be drained. See, even look at these guards. They look cool. Wouldn't you like to have an action figure of those?
Yeah.
And this boss here, like, he's not going to be very difficult. But they're still cool. Whoa. Yeah, I almost messed up.
They do a lot of damage, though.
Yeah. But they do a lot of damage to you, too, because it's kind of like Metro, where you kind of get stuck in a spot and just get damaged over and over.
Yeah. But this
is what I'm referring to about the triangle jump.
They drop like a brick, too, so if you take even like a millisecond too long, you'll be too low.
The key seems to be you have to release the button and then quickly tap it when you get to the wall. Why do strangers have to disturb us? Oh, okay. I'll give this to you. Please don't kill me.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if it just falls or if you have to jump for it. 3, 2, yeah, it just falls.
Okay. Look out, wait.
Yeah. Alright, now I have key number 2. Makes a few things easier. Like
Which do you prefer, She-Ra, He-Man?
Are you talking the She-Ra and He-Man with which I grew up, or the modern versions?
Well, you haven't really seen
because we haven't seen the modern He-Man at all.
And you haven't seen the modern
and I've only seen a
She-Ra.
little bit of She-Ra, so it's not really a fair
Probably the ones you grew up with.
I mean, I certainly watched more He-Man. I don't even know if She-Ra had a real series. I know there was a movie, and my dad and I went to see it in the theater, and I enjoyed it.
She had a series.
And I had.
Yeah, she did have a series.
Okay, I had the action figures, but I don't remember a She-Ra series nearly as well as I remember the He-Man series. Technically Master of the Universe. Alright, nothing to analyze, but let's see if we get some more story. As we get ready to head back to Kazakh. Ryu finally obtained the number 2 key. Hurry! Kane is right in front of you. Coming next scene. The reunion. So how do you like this game?
Seems neat, like story and stuff, but it seems very annoying to play.
If you just play it a little bit, you get used to it. It's not hard to overcome. See, every now and then if you get stuck in a triangle jump, or if you get stuck with an enemy just hounding on you, like I say, it's kind of like a Metroid thing where you'll get stuck with enemies just ganging on you for a little while. And it's like, I just can't get out of here, except you have way less health in this.
Yeah.
Also, see, I have fire now. You can get some different abilities. It's pretty. Fire's not really all that useful for C5 because I have energy over there, so it would take 5 energy every time.
What's your S level?
What are you talking about?
In the menu, I'm pretty sure that was an S level. Yeah, S level 4.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna Google it.
Do that.
You continue playing.
Strider level. Duh.
Where's Strider Class A?
Oh, no, what happened there? Did you see that?
Now I'm Googling.
I like killed an enemy, but it knocked me back or stopped me from jumping all the way, so now I'm stuck in the spikes again. That's so frustrating. I really would like to do a perfect run of this game, but I don't know that it's even possible. It just doesn't work like it should sometimes.
Who knows?
You know. Don't ask me why you know or how, but you know.
Wait, all the healing spells are called medical?
Yeah. It's just they go up in energy. Energy used. And energy given, I guess. Ugh. I hit an invisible wall again. It just feels like I'm on strings. It's like just dragging me down. You see this, right?
Yeah.
And then super jump! You actually do have a jump ability too. And I think there's like one spot you need it. Wait, no, wrong way. I need the magnet boost to go further that way. Ha! Surprise attack. Whoa!
That's not worse.
Ooh, let me take that. And I'm gonna fall. I think you pointed out to me one time we were playing through. It seemed like I was having more trouble jumping when I'm on a slope.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't completely disagree with that. But you all seem to get good jumps off the slope as well, so... I believe I have a mini-boss coming up. Yep, motorcycle dude. I used to know the names of all these enemies, because they were in the instruction manual, but I don't have the instruction manual anymore, and I don't remember that. It's basically what you do with any boss, just avoid an attack, or sometimes you just attack. Didn't need it, but I'll take it. Kane, I'm coming! Load in! Okay. Thank you for the level up. Kane, wake up! No response. I guess I'll have to bring him back to the base.
Sorry for not talking much.
Let me get this file. And then let's bounce. I don't know why that one like auto works you back, but it doesn't in the other one.
I don't know.
Alright, time to analyze file number 3. File number 3, analyzed. Do it.
Something awful is happening. The Zane project should be interrupted. The chief in Japan might know something helpful. I didn't know what to do with
I
his
regret
voice.
letting you do his voice. Alright, let's get the rest of the story. Ryu succeeded in rescuing Kane, is on the way to Japan. What does the chief know? Coming next scene, Zane, the devil's weapon.
Neat.
Alright. Heading to Japan. Japan!
Japan.
Isn't Street Fighter a Capcom game as well?
Yeah.
Mini-boss.
No.
On the orders of the Vice Director, we can't let you pass here. We shall kill anyone who comes close. Alright, bro, whatever. Yeah, you weren't much of a fight. I think maybe he gives you energy because fire is a good thing to use on him. Or I might have spark by now too, I haven't checked. These guys sort of give me Zelda vibes. And now we'll get one of my favorite parts of the game. Another random person. I'll fix your cipher so that you can shoot plasma. Yeah. Ready for it?
Yeah.
Bam!
Bam. Doesn't think that practical.
That's cool, but... Look, that's this whole game. Coolness over practicality. Aesthetic over usefulness. You've gotten stronger. Take this with you. Give it to me. Thank you. So that was Japan?
Can't find anything on the S level.
Alright, we'll just don't worry about it. Wait, got a question. Are those pandas?
Maybe.
Kind of look like it. Alright, need this to analyze. File number 4, analyze. Hurry! Zane is a dreadful weapon created by the Syndicate. It penetrates into your mind and makes you crazy. Hurry! There is one in China. Oh, wait, what? That's you, bro.
Who you? You'll be sent to your grave by me, Mr. Kane. Duh.
Again, regrets. No, Kane, I don't want to fight you. Please, don't make me do this.
Oh no, it's funny.
Bro, I look like I chopped him in half. Same. My sister was the same way when we lost her mind. Or when she lost her mind. Zane! You've made me so crazy I can't get my pronouns correct. I'll destroy you till the last circuit. Sheena! Please take care of Kane. I don't know why I'm still shouting.
Hey, you wanna know something?
What?
In the manga, I'm pretty sure Sheena dies from that attack.
That's not Sheena, that was Kane.
No, that Sheena dies from Kane attacking her.
Oh, well. Let's get some more of the story, shall we? The next story. The world is struck with horror. Can Ryu obtain the number 4 key at the top of Kazakh and destroy Zane? Coming next scene. Zane destroyed.
Kane destroys Zane. Next scene, Zane destroyed.